So I'm just dropping the Mondeo off for its service and MOT, and I picked Needham's because he's an old school mechanic that prefers old cars. So hopefully he will. Let's look at that old gas pump or air pump. Hopefully he will get the car passed. So I've just got my Mondeo back from the garage, and guess what I have? Hurrah! Big fat fail. Why do I bother? Hi guys, I did plan on making this video sat in the car, but as we're getting to nearly 29 degrees, I thought, no, I'm going to make it inside. So this video is a lesson in Bang-onomics. And as you know from my other videos where you've seen me wax oil under the car and use different products to clean the car and sort of maintain the car, I was trying to work through my MOT advisories from last year. And there's a whole list of them there, which I'll put up on the screen so you can read through them and compare them to my refusal for MOT notice and what they found wrong with it, which was a different MOT garage. And finally it did pass, and the list of advisories that are on that, so we'll come to that. So if I take you off the stand and let you have a look at the last year's list of advisories. So you can see there's quite a comprehensive list. I mean, yes, it's got underbody surface corrosion, which I've treated with the wax oil and the cure rust, but it's, you know, it says all about the subframe. Brake hose is slightly deteriorated, offside front. Well, tyres, well, there's 4 tyres. Well, I put 4 new tyres on it. Suspension arm corroded but weakened. Slightly damaged, cracking and perishing offside rear. Well, that's got a new tyre now, so that they're all definitely gone. Wheel bearing, this is interesting. Wheel bearing has slight play offside rear. Okay, so going to my fail, which I scrumpled up earlier, you'll see side repeater not working. Okay, so that's been fixed. Windscreen washer not working front, but it does work. It just needed topping up, and there's a way you basically push in the button and pull it towards you, and that makes it work. So that was knocked off. Drive shaft joint, constant velocity boot split. Right, so that got sorted out. Suspension arm pin, that was done. Parking brake was sorted, and we've got the brake pipe corroded, covered in grease. Now, the mechanic said the reason why they've put that's just a general term for they can't actually see the condition of the pipe because it's covered in grease to protect it from corrosion. So this is just a generic one that doesn't actually mean there's a problem. It's just they can't see the pipe. Here we've got the registration plate. Well, you watch this video now what I think about that. I mean, it's going here and you can see some of the letters are going a little bit, but it's still clearly visible. I think it's a little bit of a petty thing to highlight that as an advisory, because you can clearly read what it is. I mean, I will get a new number plate done because we're no longer in the EU, so I can get rid of that, although they're probably trying to get us back into it. But yeah, I've got a new number plate made up, but this is kind of the original for the car, which is a shame. It's got the original dealership. But anyway, yeah, I get a new number plate, and that's another advisory knocked off the list. Simple, easy to do job, and I need to get a new badge for here because that's going. So that'll be good. So we've got front and rear subframes and all suspension arms covered in underseal. Well, that is my video where I wax oiled it all. Basically, the wax oil covers it all, and that's the generic one they add to your advisory. Instead of putting all these about subframe corroded, suspension arm corroded, if it's all been painted with wax oil, it just gets that one generic line on your advisory, which is good. So if you look at my pass here, now we've still got advisories: brake pipe corroded, covered in grease. Well, it's covered in grease to protect it. Registration plate, okay, I'll get a new reg plate for the back, but I don't think it's terrible. And you can still read it, but it actually says not likely to be misread. So, you know, you don't have to change that. Front and rear subframe and all suspensions arms covered in underseal. Well, that's what I did, and that's the entry it will always have for the rest of its life now. Unless it develops into a rusted hole and starts falling apart, but hopefully not. So if you look at the difference now of my list of advisories, and as long as it doesn't get any worse, I've got 3 advisories on it now compared to the previous year, which had what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 advisories on my MOT, but it still passed. But, you know, if you wanted to move the car on, I know which one I'd rather show the future buyer, is this MOT with only 3 advisories and 1 soon to be knocked off because I'm going to get a new reg plate. The other thing I noticed was, where is it? The wheel bearing, slight play in offside rear. Now, in my MOT failure certificate, it's not on there at all. And the mechanic did say to me that the ministry was auditing the garage and doing the inspections with the MOT inspector to make sure they were all carried out correctly. So the ministry have even looked at this car and didn't pick up on the wheel bearing. So, you know, yeah, I'm not saying anything, but are some garages trying to make work for themselves? Who knows? Anyway, not saying anything. So, how much did all this work cost for sorting all that out? It came to, where's the bill? And I like Mr. Needham, he's a mechanic, because he likes working on all the cars. As you'll see when I first started the video. It came to £725.65, and £111.80 of that was for VAT. That price included a full service and the cost of the MOT itself and all the repair work. So I think it's a good price, and so that buys me another 12 months of motoring with a car with a good MOT on it now. I think the advisories wouldn't put off any future buyer, even though I'm not going to sell it. So for each car I make up a folder which has their entire history in it, from the logbook to the MOT certificates to all the repair bills, and I make one up for every car, which I think previous owners didn't do with, because all my cars are second hand. But I think if I ever sell my car, it will be appreciated by the new owner. So yeah, anyway, that's just me being a bit of a car nerd. But I think if you divide that cost, £725, it's roughly about £60 and change a month. It's cost me to run it for another year, plus tax and insurance on top of that. But if I was to go and trade that car in and get a more expensive car on finance or something, it's going to cost me a lot more than £60 a month, because I still have to pay the tax and insurance on top of that, whatever I finance anyway. So Bangonomics, for me, it still makes sense, and I'm keeping a very useful car on the road. It's like, you know, it's an estate. I can put all sorts of things in the back, with the back seats down. I've got so many different items of furniture in the back. It's and tip runs. It's a brilliant car, and I've got it for another 12 months. So thumbs up. So yeah, I'll come back with some more content soon. And thank you for watching. Carry on supporting the channel. Please comment. I'll try and answer all your questions for you. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.